and that's took me approximately about half an hour in real time, guys, whereas obviously by the magic of YouTube it was just a click off as it was done. And once you put the spokes in, all you have to do is put the retainer ring and screw that with PS01 screws, and what I can do is take off the jig, and there we have one side of the wheel, the db5. Be very careful as this is using boiling hot water. Do not scald yourself, guys. Leave the tyre in there for 2 minutes and then carefully get it out of the water. You should be able to get it on the wheel then without any issues. Make sure you try and get all that water out. And then, hey all, welcome back to the channel Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. We're here again, guys. The db5 alloy wheels. We're at issue 36 and 37, as you can see here. So yeah, sit back, relax, guys, and get ready for another, hopefully not stressful issue of the db5 to get these alloy wheels done. Yeah, by looking at these, I think I'm starting the easy one first, and then we're going to go further down the line and do the hard wheels. So yeah, we're going to crack on with this, guys. If you're not already subscribed, remember, subscribe, like, also comment and share, and press that bell notification. You will always be notified every time I put anything to do with the db5 up or any other content on the channel. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's crack on with the db5 from Agora Models. Right, deep breath. Here we go, guys. Right, this is the easy version. In the intro, I did say issue 36, which if I just pull this over, this is 36, guys. But in this build, what they do is 36, but this is like a side issue, which is the easier wheels, the alloy wheels, if you're choosing to do that with your build, guys. And this is down as 36vb. So what I'm going to do today, guys, I'm going to do assemble this wheel, the easy wheel, which I'm not using in my build, just to let you know if you didn't already know that. And then in this video also, I will be starting to do the hard wheel, and then we'll see how we get on. I might do also issue 37, which is completing then the hard wheel. I might do this, so this is 3 issues in one go, guys, but I might do that because then the next video we have, it'll be about putting the tyre onto the hard wheel, and basically then, guys, we've got 3 hard wheels built. And I think in the next issue after that, without me checking on that, I think we attach one of those wheels to the build. But anyway, back to today, anyway, back to this build. We are now doing 36vb, the easy wheel. Right, so we need to get this open. So just chuck that rubbish to one side. Let's have a look what we've got. Of course, guys, if you've watched me do this so many times now, forward through the video and get to the interesting bits. I don't understand if you don't watch it at all, because you've watched it that many times with the other 3 wheels. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels actually. It's too easy and too hard. Right, but this is what we've got anyway. In this pack, we've got the outer spokes, the inner wheel rim, outer ring, inner spokes, outer wheel rim, wheel hub back, inner ring, spoke retainer ring, wheel hub front, rear wheel mount, and we've got some PS02 screws, PS03 screws, and PS32 screws. So the first 3 instructions, what you want to do is take that piece there and that piece there. We've got the line up the wheel front hub, so that's 36vb and we've got the outer spokes, which you can see here, and then we've got 36vbc. So those are these 3 pieces here, and all we've got to do is put the shiny one underneath or on the top of the spoke, whichever way you're looking at it, and on the inner side of that spoke, put that with the 2 pins, and then you've got 4 holes. Push those together like so, and then that's the first 2 instructions done. Yeah, these very tiny ones, guys. So we've got to cut these open, and these are very tiny, trust me, they're very small. So we've got one spare, which I know why now, because these are probably so easy to lose. And what you want to do is screw these PS03 screws to secure these pieces, these parts into place. So we are now screwing the inner ring 36vb G, and then we've put them on the pins that are sticking out into the recess. It says if any other recovery paint, yeah, I've noticed that as well, guys. With this part, there was a lot what needed poking through to get those screws in, so just carefully get a pin or your screwdriver, and then that'll persuade you to be able to get the screws through then. Right, so there's one screw. There's 3 of these, and this will. But basically, as you looked at this as you were out the pack, guys, where the screws gone and the pins have gone through, they was just all coated over, and it looked like it wasn't going to be able to be used. But yeah, just poke it through. I think they're getting them off the production line so fast, in demand, because obviously JamesBond, and sometimes the machine just doesn't do its job, if that makes sense. Right, so that's the end of instruction 6. That's how that's looking. Just make sure, guys, these are sticking up, these spokes, and you shouldn't go wrong. I'm just scrolling down now because all this is internet based, all the instructions. What I'm going to do now then is take this part, the wheel mount, and you've got these because these are the rear wheels. We didn't get these with the front, as you can see. They haven't got nothing inside. I'm not using these, as I say, but I'm going to go right through. That's why I thought I'd put these up as well, guys, because it is slightly different to doing the front wheels, even though I'm not using them. So we want this part, which is 36vbj, and what we're going to do is, let me just look, put this in like that. That's how that's got to look. Got little pins in there to go in those holes, and I think it's got to be in a certain way, because if not, you're not going to be able to screw it to the hub. So let me just carefully look. Yeah, what you want is it looking like that, and those 2 holes either side there, they will go in the pins you've got. He hopes. Let me just see where that looks now. If you keep turning it over, you will be able to see then if you can get some screws in there. I think that's going to be alright. Yeah, because you can see the holes there, they're lined up, the pins are in. So I think that's just fine. So now we need some more PS32 screws, which are the bigger of the family of screws we've got this week. Again, we've got a spare one here, so I'll put that back in its bag. And then we'll get these screwed in. Yeah, these are slightly different, as I say, than the front easy wheels, because I think this is something to do with, if you're using them, it's going to have the spokes on the rear. You know, the daggers, the knife things what come out of the wheels. So I think that's why these are slightly different. So yeah, I'm glad I decided to do this version. There we go, that's in nice and tight. Just be careful guys, because these are plastic and you don't want to damage the item. So just take it easy, screw to the resist, and then that should be enough. But that's how that looks at the end of instruction 8. Pretty cool. So let's move on to instruction 9. You want to turn this piece you've just worked on like that, and then take this from earlier in the video, earlier in the build. So you want to turn the inner spokes over, and then what we're doing is fitting these outer spokes over the top. Now what you want to do is make sure the spokes go between the gaps you've got with the other spokes, if that makes sense. And then when you're happy, pins are all lined up, just carefully push those together like that, so you've got like a umbrella sort of look. And you can see here each spoke is in between the other inner spoke there, and that's how that's looking, just like that. I'm trying to get a better view there, if you can see that guys, just there, the overlap of each other. And that is instruction 10 also, just making sure your spokes are all in line. Right then, for instruction 11, what I'm going to do is get the spoke retainer, which is this part here, and place it over the top like so. And if you get this right guys, straighten that up, each spoke has to be in line. Let me get this off in it, with these little ridges here, these recesses. So just move it around until you're happy. They're all in line like so. You can see it's pretty easy to do. That's instruction 12 also, just to make sure it's inset well and all the spokes where they should be. And then what we have to do then is take this part here, which it has all the tabs around, as you can see. So for instruction 13, what we're going to do is take the retainer ring, and what we're going to do then is put these spokes, if we just rest them where they're meant to be, just around about here like that, and then just make sure you keep the spokes where they're supposed to be with this part into those recesses, as we said just. And then if you get it right, it might take a bit of fiddling around, that's about right I think. These little tabs will line up on each hole, each corner, and then what you'll do is screw them in with some PS02 screws. So we only need 4 of those I think. So let's get cracking on with that. Give it that crunch then. Just make sure all your spokes are all lined up guys, or else you're going to have problems. But yeah, these are the easy wheels. So if you think this is fun, stay tuned to further down in the video when we're doing the regular video, regular wheels should I say. So yeah, one more to put in, and then we've got those attached. And this part of the video guys, the easy part I should say, the easy wheel, is nearly done. Let me just hold that off the desk a second just to tighten these up. It's just a shame these are never going to be used. But if you are doing these wheels for your build guys, you can skip the next issue and go straight to fitting the tyre. But I'm not doing it the old way now. So I'm going to be doing the, as I say, hard wheel after this. So what we're going to do now is now put the outer wheel rim, which is this part here, 36vb, and we've got to find the pin. So there you got that pin there guys, I think you can see that, and we're going to attach that into one of the holes. So I'm going to sec. You'll know if it's right because it will fit flush. If it doesn't, turn it around until you get it right. Because at the end of the day as well, you've still got to line up the spokes in these little recesses here. It is a bit fiddly, but you'll get there. There we go. Lovely. That's all on. This will tighten, that'll go in a minute once we put the screws in. So it says press firm around the edges and then apply 4 PS02 screws. There you go. You hear that click. And that will happen, guys, once you've lined all your spokes up, and that's how that's looking. So we need some more PS02 screws. And we'll get these screwed in. That's the one. I'll crack on putting these other 3 in, and next time you see this video, this wheel will be done. And that, guys, is this stage complete. So that was the first bit of the video. Now go and have a breather, have a toilet break, have a little snack, whatever. Pause the video and then come back, because we are then doing the regular wheel, issue 36 and 37. Okay then, guys, so I've already got the parts out, as you can see, of issue 36. And what I might do today, guys, is treat you guys to also doing issue 37, but because this is going to finish the pack off and finish this wheel off, I may also put 38 in as well. So stay tuned to the end of the video, guys, and you'll be able to see the end of this week's video of issue 38. Now the parts we've got in today, we've got these 2 parts for this first half of doing the wheel, the regular wheel. Obviously this issue 37 will be doing the other part of the wheel. Here we have 36A, which is the spoke retainer ring. We've got 36C, this is the outer wheel rim, and then we've got 36B. Now this is where all the spokes go through, guys. This is where it gets a bit tedious, but there you go. This is the rear wheel centre, and then we've got 2 packs of spokes. Now looking at these, the front wheels are different size spokes, but these down as the same pack. There's 2 packs of 36Ds, which is 24 in each pack. So it looks, which we'll find out in the later down the line in this video, whether these are different sizes. I don't think they are. They look the same size. And then we've also got some PS01 screws, and got this little gimmicky thing what helps us put the spokes onto these wheels, onto the rims. So sit back, relax, guys. Here we go again. Let's crack on. Okay, so instructions 1 to 3 are all about setting this jig up. So you get this jig, and what you've got here, guys, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, there's a little nip in a little reservoir there, and that has to line up with that little raised bit of plastic there. So what you want to do, make sure that's in good position so it's not turning. Turn that upside down a minute, hang on. There we go. It should be flush at the bottom when you know it's been pushed down enough. That's how we want that. And then what we want to do is take this part, which is 36C, the wheel rim, and we've got to attach this to the jig also. Now here you've got a raised little piece of plastic there that has to go in that hole just there. And what you want to do is turn that upside down and then place that on the jig like so. And that's how that should be looking if you've done everything the instructions are asking us to. That's how that's looking. And yes, guys, you've got it. Here they are, my dot glasses. I'm going to be using these shortly, as this is very straining on the eyes. Now we've got both packs, as you can see, of these spokes, 36Ds. Now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you the first one I'm going to put in, and then I'm going to click my fingers, and this issue will be done, and we'll move straight on to the next issue. And then again, I'll show a little introduction of that. click my fingers, and then by magic this wheel will be done quicker than it's going to take me, because I would have thought it's going to take me about 45 minutes to do these spokes, guys. It's very, very fiddly. So what you want to do is get one of these spokes, just get my tweezers in case I need them, and these have to go on the lower hole. So if you can just see, again, it's very fiddly to show you these in normal eye vision, but you've got these little holes. You've got a row at the top, row at the bottom. These need to go in the bottom of the hole. So again, I'll just show you the first one. You feed that through there like that. Use your tweezers to help you out. And then these angled teeth at the end, if you could just see that, just the end of my finger, they're going to be facing to your left if you're looking to it on your desk. And these have to be placed into the wide tooth, just there like so. And then that should all be flush, and then like that. And my trick for this, guys, to keep this easy for you, make sure it's in the right place first. Once you've placed your spoke into there, dab a little bit of glue into each end of spoke. They will not move, and you're going to make your life a lot easier, trust me. So I'm just checking if there's anything else I need to tell you. No, that's all done. So yeah, the angled tip has to go in the wide tooth. I mean, if you try and put it in another one, it's not going to happen anyway. As you can see, it's going to just fit flush in to the right tooth. So I'm going to crack on with this, guys, and by the click of my fingers, we'll be then on to the next issue. And there we have, guys, the finished result for this issue of 36. Basically, we've put all the spokes in while it's been on the jig, and that's took me approximately about half an hour in real time, guys, whereas obviously by the magic of YouTube, it was just a click of my fingers, it was done. And once you put the spokes in, all you have to do is put the retainer ring and screw that with PS01 screws. And what I can do is take off the jig, and there we have one side of the wheel, the db5, and the spokes, the regular one, the hard wheel. This is, guys, look at that though. Doesn't that look so effective? Now this is the hard wheel, this is the easy one. You decide, guys. I'm going for this one. That's the easy option. It does look good, but that, look at that. That's what I'm going for. But I'm not going to hang about, guys. Stay tuned still. I'm going to do now issue 37 and get the other side of this wheel done. And by the click of my fingers again, the next time you see this wheel, it will be fully built, and then we're going to go cracking on to issue 38 to fit the tyre. So 3, 2, 1, and there it is, guys, the finished result. Got all the spokes in. That has taken me to get this far now in real time about an hour and 20 minutes. It's very fiddly, but it's very exciting. I've really enjoyed this week's issue, guys, and I think I'm getting better as I do these wheels. This is the third hard wheel now. But what I suggest is when you're doing these spokes, guys, when you put them through this bit, for example, all these little holes at the top of this cylinder, put some tissue in there, and then it'll hold your spokes out like that. And then you just put them over these teeth. But follow the instructions, guys, and if you want to follow me, listen to what I've told you before now, go back to some previous issues and you'll be able to see exactly how that's done. Let me just change this lighting here, guys. There we go. For some reason it changed to warm. I like it on the cold. That's the colour of the lighting, guys. It just makes it look a bit more glossy. But yeah, if you want to watch a full video of how these wheels are built in a full itinerary of it, like with all the instructions, check out one of my previous videos. As I said, I thought I'd just blitz through these because it's getting a bit tedious now. The third wheel, it's the same old, but I thought I'd just show you the last part of it now. So what you want to do is take this part, which is the inner rim, and then what you've got to do is, if you find that raised bit there, that pin, that has to go in that hole there. So just line it up. See, a tip for you guys as well. It says be careful your spokes are all in line there, which they are, but to keep them in line, as I say, use glue. It's a game changer. It really is a game changer. Right, so you'll know when you've got this in the right place because all your holes will be lined up, and mine are not. So let's just keep on going until I find the right position. I think we might have it there. I think we've got it. Yeah, we look like we've got that, guys. And then what you've got to do when it's all clicked together, it keeps bouncing off. That is all lined up because you've got all the spokes on. Yeah, that is all lined up there, guys. So I don't know what's going on there. Perhaps it was tight when we put the screws in. We'll go with it. Have a look. Right, so we're using 4 PS0 screws, PS02 screws. What I'll do is just do a little part of it, the wheel at a time, and then it should just pop into place. But yeah, using glue, guys, with these spokes at these stages is a game changer, because if not, they just all keep falling out everywhere and it's a nightmare. So that's supposed to look like that. I put 2 more screws in. But yeah, off camera, guys, that's taken out about 1 hour and 20. So it is a long process, especially if you're doing this for the first time. So save yourself a bit of time to get these wheels done. But they do get, say, easier. They're still hard, but you get better at it as you go along. Alright, so the last screw. Lovely. See, I won't worry about that little gap. We did have a gap on the other wheel, the regular wheel. Once you put your tyre on, you ain't got to worry about that. Just making sure there's a tight. And now stay tuned, guys, because the last part of this video, issue 38, we're going to be fitting the tyre. So don't go nowhere yet. So guys, that is what we've got at the end of issue 37. If you want to find out what parts are what, etc., you can always look at my previous videos, as I say, or look on the internet where I agree models, where you can see exactly the instructions I'm using to get this build done. But so far then, we've done a lot today, guys. We've done the easy wheel, which is just here, and we've done the regular wheel, it's just there, and that's the one I'm using on this build. And now, to finish this video off today, which is pretty fun packed video, guys. I've never done one like this before. If you would like to see a video with more issues in a video, let me know. We've done 4 today, four issues in one video. So if that's what you guys want and you prefer to see more issues in one video, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Right, so here's the tyre. What we're going to do with that is put that in boiling hot water, stand for 2 minutes, and then we'll be putting that over the wheel, and it goes over easy, guys. It goes like goo, that does, as you can see. That's solid at the minute. But once it's in water for 2 minutes, everything changes. Alright, so let's just get this cut. Yeah, I've really enjoyed today, guys. Fun. So, what we have here then, guys, we have 36A, which is the tyre. And then these 2 pieces here is 38B, which is the hubcap. Just there, these are plastic, by the way. And then we've got the tyre slasher just there, which is 38C. Brilliant. So I'm going to get a bowl of water, guys. We'll put this in the bowl of water and then we'll go from there. Okay then, guys, so yeah, be very careful, as this is using boiling hot water. Do not scald yourself, guys. Leave the tyre in there for 2 minutes and then carefully get it out of the water. You should be able to get it on the wheel then without any issues. Make sure you try and get all that water out. And then do this like that. If you push it, like that way onto the tyre. So guys, to put the tyre on, if you get the alloy wheel, push it like that, and then the rest should just come on into shape, should I say. Carefully persuade that round the wheel. You'll think you're getting nowhere, and then all of a sudden it'll just pop over the wheel. Bear with me if you can't see what's going on in a minute, guys. I will show you as soon as it's in the tyre. Just don't give up, just keep going, and it will go over the wheel, and it'll go into place. And then once the tyre gets cold, it will harden up, and then your wheel and the db5 tyre will all be fitted like that. So just make sure it's all flush, and it is, and that's what you have. That is the regular wheel, guys, the hard wheel, all the spokes nice, done. I won't worry about if it looks a bit out of shape. As I say, once it hardens up, gets cold, it will all look fine. There you go, guys. That is another regular wheel done. The rear regular wheel, spokes all put together, tyre fitted. Now, I'm going to just dry it off. What we're going to do is grab hold of the chassis. And guys, we're going to be fitting the first wheel to the chassis. Okay then guys, so we're going to be fitting this wheel on this back right hub. So if you look at the inside, you've got 3 little pins there. Where they want to go, if I just lift the chassis up, you can see there, and it's like there, there and there, there's little holes, indents. That's where they're going to clip in to the wheel, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you've got those lined up right before you push it onto the hub. So if we carefully just line that up, like so, and then when we click them in, we should hear a click. We've got those right. There we go. Yeah, click. And there the wheel is on. Brilliant. It's not going nowhere. And then what we need to do is take this piece, which you don't glue any of these parts, guys. So this is the hubcap, and that's got pushed on over that spike sticking out, like so. But again, don't glue these on, guys. It's not telling us to glue it on. So what we do is just shove that on there, and then we get the tyre slasher that goes on over the hub. I don't know if that clicks on or not. That just pushes on. It's not telling us to glue it or anything, so that's as good as it is at the minute. That's how it's going to stay on. I don't know whether that gets glued in the future or not, or it's just going to stay loose. Let me just tilt so you can see that, guys. Look at that. There we go. Brilliant. And they're just, I can't see that pulling out like that. I'm not sure it's going to work, but at the minute, that's all it's telling us to do is put the tyre slasher over the hubcap, press it over the pin at the end, which we've done. So, yeah, so make sure your hubcap is pushed right on to the inside of the wheel, and then this is why you don't glue it, guys, because basically you can just pull that out like so, and that's able to retract away from the hubcap, and you've got the blades from the famous scenes in the movie when it slashes either the side of the other vehicle or the other tyres. Love that. Wicked. And guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me through this build so far, and this week's issue of a massive 4 issues video. If you want more of that, guys, let me know. But that is it for now. Take care. Stay tuned to the end of the video and you'll be able to see a nice glory shot of everything I've done today. Take care. Peace. And that is it, guys, for the db5 this week. Getting one of these alloys up and running again, built. If you're new to the channel, guys, you don't know already, I'm deciding to use the regular wheels, which is the hard wheels. I was going to use the easy ones, but I've decided to use the hard ones because if you really look at them, if you're building this for yourself, you know where I'm coming from. They've got a bit more something about the harder wheels, you can tell the spokes look different, they look better, and this build's going to be brilliant when it's done. And there's no cutting corners with this build, the db5 guys, so I'm choosing to put the hard wheels on to the db5, which if I just, that's where it is. So in the future you will see it being built and getting bigger and bigger. I mean, we've got the bonnet there, we've got the wheels, as you can see, the engines there, the chassis lying on the shelf. So that's where it's going to be, I think, the pride and joy. But I might change my mind, I might move it a bit, who knows. Like the Titanic, that's moved over there now, that was over here the other week. But yeah, and also guys, before I go, you can get this for yourself, obviously, from Agora Models. I'm going to drop a link in the description down below. But there is a Goldfinger edition as well, from the Goldfinger movies, whereas mine is from the No Time to Die movie. Check it out, guys, over to Agora Models, and you'll see for yourself. And a quick one as well before I know I'm gabbling on. Have you seen, I think Will the Wayne brought up on his channel, I think it's 21 karat gold, the db5. It's going to be a selected few. I think the richest of the richest out there are going to buy it. It is really expensive. Check that out on his channel, or check it out anywhere on the internet, you're bound to find it. It might be over on Agora's site, I've not looked, but it's gold. It's gold plated, guys, and it's obviously the db5, but it's all gold plated. It costs a lot of money. There's only a certain few what are going to be available worldwide. So if you've got a lot of money to splash out there, get it for yourself, guys. I think you've got to put your name on the list, and I think it's first come, first serve. I would love that in my collection, but it's not going to happen. I've not got that much money to pay out for a model. I can't remember the figures now. It's over 20 grand, I think, if I remember right. It's a lot of money, guys, but it'd be a beautiful addition to my collection. It's not going to happen here, though. Sorry about that. You're going to have to deal with my edition of the db5. Sorry about that, from Agora Models. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys. Remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give us a big like, we really appreciate that. And press your bell notification, as I say, and you'll always get notified every time my models, the db5, Titanic, etc. come up on the channel. But guys, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.